live today. So currently I'm in front of the church. I have a wedding, but I was like, let's say, oh, thank you. I am 30 minutes early, so I decided to quickly make this live for you because I can't wait. Like, I just decided to quickly come here and talk about this particular movie. You know, we're talking about Shining Star by Bimbo Adewoye. I hope I'm not murdering that name. If you've not seen that video, that movie, please do watch it so that you understand everything about the movie. It is, for me, it has a lot of amazing stories from, like, a lot of parents will definitely benefit from this video. Like, a lot of parents will benefit from this because the storyline, I could relate to it. I don't wish that for anyone. I don't wish the story, like, I don't wish what happened at the end of that video for that movie for anyone. First thing first, when I was watching the movie, the first 30 minutes, I could not really understand what was going on. To be very honest, I was like, what is happening? I don't even know the name of the actors, like the name they beard in that order. Should I use the word, the name they answered in that movie? Shh. My baby is here. I could not get the names. 45 minutes into the movie, I was like, what is this? The only thing I could say or I noticed was in that movie, in Shining Star, I noticed an aggressive father that is always brutalizing his stepson. Okay, that was the only thing that was happening back to back. I was like, what's the storyline? But to be very honest, when I watched that video to the end, I felt really bad. Like, I cried, and I could understand how, like, why it started the way it started, and the story is everything and more. Like, to be honest, this morning I didn't want to go to this wedding with my son. I wanted to just leave him at home, but after I watched that video, I had to come to church with my son. I was like, I can't leave you at home at this point. You have to follow me to the church. I was so scared. The end part of that movie will get you scared. As a parent, you would learn a lot from that video, from that movie. So it's about a particular lady known as Endurance. Endurance is married, then the husband died. She remarried to Ahis. Okay, Ahis is doing well, okay, but then he has this hatred for Endurance son. Okay, let me say hatred for his stepson or former. So they were into it, they were having good, no, they weren't having good time. Like, the movie kept going there, it kept moving and moving. All of a sudden, Ahis is, I will use the word strong spirited. The boy is strong-willed. Okay, most times he's rough. Let me use the word he's rough. Ahis is rough. Not Ahis, or former is rough. That is Endurance son. So most times Endurance will always caution. Chioma Akpotha played the role of Endurance. Okay, so Endurance will always caution him, tell him to stop, but the only thing I really do understand, or rather what I don't really like about how Endurance takes or handles the whole matter, is that most times she doesn't give listening ear to the son. Endurance does not give a listening ear to her son. So most times when a former comes back from school and he has something to tell Endurance, that's the mom, she will be like, I'm busy, da 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 da. Of course, she does not allow, or she doesn't really like the fact that the husband, that's the stepfather, maltreats him, brutalizes him, but then she wasn't really playing her role well. So they were living like that. One day Endurance was in a baseball team in school. A former was in a baseball, what am I saying? Maybe because I have limited time to go to the church, but I wanted to do this now because if I don't talk about this movie, I don't know when I will. So manage me and just listen. That was how I felt while watching this video. First 30 minutes, first 45 minutes of that video, I didn't really know what was happening, but I kept watching and I could relate. It turned out to be one of the best movies I've seen so far. Okay, so Ofoma is in a baseball team in school. So Ofoma was the father now got promotion to relocate to Lagos. Okay, so when they went to Lagos, and then he told Ofoma that they would be traveling to Lagos. Ofoma wasn't really happy about that because he felt like he was going to miss his friends, he was going to miss his school and people around him, but he had no option down to go with his parents to Lagos. So when they got to Lagos, then he told his coach, his baseball coach, that he will be traveling. And what this guy did was he gifted him a baseball. It was like, take this big baseball with you, just feel like I'm always there with you. I think that was one of the worst mistake that man did, was gifting that guy that baseball. Because ideally the parents will not allow him to handle things like ball or certain things at home. Please, if your parents watching, be very careful about things your children handles at home. So this guy traveled. They traveled. Ofoma went to Lagos with the baseball, and he was, in a different environment with his parents, and that's the Endurance and his parents. Okay, his stepdad and his mom. So he was introduced to another school in Lagos. He didn't really like the school, but he had no option than to keep attending the school. So luckily for him, he met a neighbor known as Lopada. Lopada is a daughter to Kara. Kara is Bimbo Adewoye, okay, the owner of the film. So Lopada was really a very intelligent girl. She loves chess more than everything. So she will literally play chess with this one particular guy in their vicinity known as Philip. So on this fateful day, she noticed that they had a new neighbor, which is Ofoma. Ofoma moved to Lagos, okay, with the parents. So she wanted to be friends with Ofoma. But one thing she noticed is that Ofoma wasn't really serious with his academics. So most times when the school bus comes to pick him up, he will dodge, because if mother is busy, so the mother will go to work and Ofoma was left at home most times alone. The father travels for business trip and all that. And of course, the father hates him. The stepdad hates him. One of the mistakes I would say Endurance made in this movie was remarrying someone that you know that wouldn't accept your son, and you left your son in that vicinity. Even when the son told her, "Mommy, I don't want you to. I don't want him to be my father anymore. I don't want to be associated with this man anymore." But rather, the Endurance, that the mom forced him to stay in that home. So on one fateful day, the mom went to work and told Ofoma the school bus would be coming to pick him in 30 minutes, that he should stay home. Ofoma Ofoma left the house to join the school bus. But when the school bus got there, the driver alerted him that he's around. But do you know what Ofoma did? Ofoma went back and hid right inside the house so that the school bus would go. The school bus waited for him alongside with other kids for a few minutes, and he could not wait anymore because he needs to take other children to school. So he left. Then Lopada went and came back. I don't know what he wanted. Probably wanted to just play. And then, Ofoma came out when the school bus has already left. Lopada and Kara, that's Bimbo Adewoye and the daughter, seeing Ofoma, went to him and was like, "Hop into the car, let me take you to school." So they took Ofoma to school. The headmistress, seeing also Ofoma in the class, was very furious that Ofoma did not, because of course the school bus alerted the mom that they didn't pick your son. They also alerted the head teacher that they didn't see Ofoma. So the head teacher was furious and then punished him and alerted the mom that Ofoma did not come along with school bus. Of course, the mom was furious again. So she got back from work and asked the son, "Why didn't you come with school bus?" He said he didn't see school. He lied. Basically, he lied to the mom. But he was trying to tell the mom something. The mom was like, "I've told you times that number. Make sure you follow school bus." She went inside and continued what she was doing. This boy is not getting the love he really wants from the mom. And of course, the father hates him. The stepdad hates him. So then, he went out to play. The mom warns him all the time that he should not leave the house to play. So on that fateful day, he went out to before then, he went out to play. Let me put it this way. And Lopada came. Lopada was moving around looking for. There's this particular guy she usually visits, Philip. So Lopada went to Philip's house. No, she doesn't go to Philip's house. Okay, but she plays chess online with Philip. So that day, Lopada left the house and wanted to she was moving around and she saw Philip. So Philip told her that they were going to play chess online that day. So Lopada accepted. Of course, Lopada is a very fun girl. Okay, so she accepted to play chess with Philip. Do you guys know what happened? Then she was like, she noticed that Ofoma was playing baseball. So she joined Lopada to play baseball. So when they were playing baseball, she talked about the fact that the dad is late. Lopada shared his own experience that she hates the dad and every other person. Okay. So you guys, while they were playing that baseball, something terrible happened. Lopada mistakenly threw the ball on I think I'm going to continue this live shortly. I'm going to continue this live with you guys shortly. So just give me like I'm going to continue this live, okay? It's an interesting one. Stay tuned so that you will find out what happened. Because as it stands now, my attention is needed. But this film is a must watch for everyone. We'll come back for the part 2 of this particular live stream. So stay happy, be kind, and be blessed. And also subscribe for more. Bye.